Hey guys, speedcubing here. Today I'm gonna be teaching you 6 more algs, which is gonna be like related to Coll essentially, and they're gonna be about a certain OLL, which is this OLL. Make sure you have the cross edges oriented so that you can permute the corners whilst orienting them at the same time. That's like the main point of Coll, and I'm gonna be teaching you all the algs for the anti-swing Coll cases, which is this OLL. Let's get into the first case, which I've set up right here, and you have all the corners permuted, as you can see. And if all the corners are permuted, then this alg is applicable to your case. Make sure you hold it from the standard angle, this one, as you can see, and you perform this alg. So basically, this is kind of like the standard OLL, where you do R, U2, R prime to take it out, and then reinsert it back with U prime, R, U prime, R prime. But if you take it out with R, U2, R prime and you reinsert it with R, U2, R prime, it will return back to its original state. So make sure you do not do that. And instead reinsert it with U prime, R, U prime, R prime, like that. Let's get into the second case of the video, which is going to be a little easier to cover, and it has a similar alg, which is pretty similar to the F prime. Let's get into it. So for the second case of my Coll video, which is obviously final episode, we have the back two permuted like in the first case, but this time we have these two needing to like do an adjacent swap with each other. You hold it from this angle, kind of like a backsoon angle, but we're not doing the backsoon. It's gonna be like similar to an F prime, like I said before. It will go like this. So breaking the alg down, you do the first few moves of an F prime like this: R prime, U prime, F prime. Then you do a Shrek move, or U, R prime, U prime, and it kind of like into a T prime, R prime, F, R2, U prime. And instead of continuing the F prime or T prime, whatever, where you will reinsert the pair back like this. So one more time. You do the first few moves like this. One Shrek move into this F prime sort of thing, but instead of completing the F prime, we insert the pair like this. We directly insert it. So let's get to the third case of the video. So for the third case, essentially you have these two permuted just like in the first case, but you have these two swapping instead, like an adjacent swap yet again. But the back two were permuted in the second case, and this time we have the right ones permuted on the right side. Basically the left ones need to do an adjacent swap, just like number J perm. They do an adjacent swap. So you hold it from this angle, the normal anti-swing angle, and you perform this alg. So breaking the alg down, what you essentially do, take out the back pair like this, U prime, and then R2 prime, and then go into the side commutator sector with D prime, R, U, R prime. Replace this with this corner with the D, and then insert the pair back, and while finishing it off with R, U, R. So yeah, with Coll you may have a little bit of a higher chance of skipping PLL, at least that's what I think. And let's get into the fourth one. So for the fourth one, we have a diagonal swap where these two corners need to swap with each other while these two are permuted. So what you essentially need to do is hold it from this angle, just like in the backzoom angle for case 2. You do the first few moves of a J-perm like this. So the alg is basically RU R prime F, the first few moves of a JP perm like this. Make sure when you do the F prime, you do it with your left index finger, cause we don't want to be like, you know, re-gripping it off here into here. It's kind of like minor, but still it can save you a little bit of time, like barely fractions, which actually really matter. Like that, into anti-soon, which goes like this, or like the algorithm of the first case, and then undo those moves at the beginning. So yeah, it can also be thought of as like setup moves, like R, U, R prime, F prime are setup moves, and then you perform an algorithm, which is the anti-soon, and then F, R, U prime, R prime to undo those setup moves like this. Let's get into the last two cases, which are going to be a little bit similar, kind of not, but yeah, let's get into the fifth case of my video. The fifth case of my video, which is the second last case, is called a Nicholas. That, at least that's what I think it's called. You have this color or the sticker matching with this one, and same goes for this one matching with this one. If you've watched my soon COL one, then you may recognize this case where it's basically the same thing but mirrored. These two match with each other and these two match with each other. It's not necessary to actually have this block. It's just for edge permutation. Let me actually mess that up. Look, even if the edge permutation is messed up and I perform the COL, it'll still like, you know, not be complete, but still you can solve it later, or like using an alg to solve it, which is called like any EPLL basically. So back to the alg, these two match and these two also match. You holding it from this angle, so I recommend you holding it from this angle, cause you're gonna hold it from this angle to perform the alg obviously, and alg goes like this. So you take this front left pair out with L prime U, and you position this corner in a way that when you insert this pair back in, this corner will be here oriented. So you do R and then U prime and then L, you see this block, you created it, and then U R prime to insert like this. You may also remember this case if you saw my soon COL video yet again. It's just the reverse of it, or the mirrored alg. They're like reverses of each other, like one alg is the reverse of the other one. So, and yeah, basically that's it. Let's get to the last case of my video. Finally, the last case of my COL series. Essentially, maybe I actually just set up on the other side. It's this case but mirrored, so you can solve it the same way, and you can either do this OLL, which is like a T one. Let me just show you. You can do the alg for this OLL, which goes like this. Make sure you do a lefty like this. So you do the lefty OLL like this into a lefty soon. If you're not really comfortable with lefty soons, then you can do E2 into a back soon. So you can also do a lefty shrug move into a sledge hammer, and then you can do this olala, which is a fat soon. You can also do a lefty, or you can do U2 and then boom. You can do the back fat soon. So yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching my video. This video concludes my COL series, and thank you for watching. And yeah, if you found this entertaining or helpful in any way, so yeah, you may leave a like if you found it helpful or entertaining, or what am I saying? Anyways, yeah, thank you for watching. Subscribe, which will keep me motivated to make more videos like this. And while you're going, make sure you comment, or turn on the notification bell while you leave, and make sure you like, otherwise I will be watching you. Just kidding. Yeah, peace. Bye. Peace.